What if you could fit your entire self-tape studio inside a bag this size so you could record your auditions anywhere in the world? I'm going to show you how. What is up, actors? Mike Moreno here from the Actor CEO podcast and ActorCEO.com. Happy to be with you here today. We are going to break down a self-tape go bag. What is a self-tape go bag? A self-tape go bag is a go bag, a small bag that allows you to take your entire self-tape studio with you anywhere in the world so that you never have to say no to your auditions. So let's get into it. First things first, the camera. What is the camera you're using? The camera you're using is your cell phone, okay? That's pretty obvious. It's going to be the thing that you have on you no matter where you are on the planet. And most of you have a high quality smartphone that probably has a very good video camera on it. There are some improvements though that you can make to this cell phone. You can massively upgrade that camera with this little device right here. What is this? This is a cinema quality lens built for a smartphone. It's built by a company called Moment. I will show you the box that it comes in fact. This lens is a tele-lens, a 58 millimeter tele-lens. We'll wait for the camera to showcase it. Moment is a great company. I've partnered with them through the podcast and through ActorCEO.com. They've been fantastic. They support what we do for actors. And I've been focused on trying to use these lenses as self-tape gear. They are perfect for travel. Because look at this, you've got a phone, it comes with a case, or rather you need to get a case in order to make this work. The case is like $20. And you just take your lens and lock it right in, okay? Now I've massively upgraded my cell phone camera. You see what I'm saying? So this lens is a tele-lens, which means that unlike your smartphone lens can be very wide. It can be a very wide shot. You need to move the camera very close in order to have anything that's about this size that we're looking at. And also because it's a very wide lens and it's trying to take in as much information as possible, it flattens the face out. It flattens your light out. It makes you very close to your background just because of the way that the lens is built inside of the phone, because it's trying to do so many things. This lens, the Moment 58 millimeter lens, is totally different. It's going to actually give you some depth of field, which means you can step away from your background. Your background's going to go out of focus a little bit. It's going to be bringing in light in a much richer way. It's going to give you a better overall image. And look at how small it is. Moment has really built these lenses for videographers and photographers, and now I'm trying to break them into the actor market and make sure that actors can use them for their self-tapes, because I think it's a really fantastic piece of gear. You can find out about that gear and all the gear that we have over at ActorCEO.com/blog. You could also go to ActorCEO.com/moment lenses, and you'll be able to find out everything about Moment lenses. Great, let's move on. Boom, check this bad boy out. You know what this is, right? This is a mount for a mobile phone in your car windshield, right? It's so that you can have it on your car dash and you can use it for GPS and things like that. And I know what you're saying. You're like, Mike, listen, I'm not shooting my self-tape in my car in between my Uber shifts or whatever it is. I know, I get that. However, this is a really clever hack, and I got this hack from Jenny Putney when I interviewed her on the Actor CEO podcast. She does a lot of theater around the country, and she was doing a lot of self-tapes on the go. So the hack is that you get one of these very cheaply. Again, we have it on the blog if you want to see it in a list of other gear, and you mount it right to the window, just like I have here. I've got some nice natural light coming in from outside. I mount it to the window. Now I've got my phone set up, ready to go. I can adjust the height, have it wherever I need it to be, and I'm set. So if this is the only thing that you get, it's going to really help you. I live here in New York City. It's always loud. Here's a very small little tripod. This I think is, this is a Joby tripod, J-O-B-Y. Very small, very good for a cell phone. It can't hold much more than that. There are some bigger ones. You could go to GorillaPod, make some great stuff. Again, we have it all over in the blog self-tape gear list. Some of them, what's really great about these, of course, is they're maneuverable, right? So you can mount them on top of a television, on top of a laptop screen, on top of something else in whatever room or conference room or wherever you find a spot to go, even around a lamp, a lamp stand or something like that. if that works out for you. Also, some of them have magnetic feet, so that could be really useful for you depending on your situation. Joby makes a little phone mount like this. It's just a little snap phone mount, holds your phone very easily, mounts right on top of this, and you're good to go. You could also have a setup like I do, which is where you have something a little bit more complicated. This is a bigger piece of gear. This not only mounts my phone, but it mounts a microphone next to it, and I'll show you how that works in a moment. You can also get, a rather like rigid tripod stand. This is a little mini tripod stand, very cheap, very easy to get. And the only thing is that you can't bend the legs. They set out, they have to sit on something level, and then you're good to go. So let's look at audio, because audio is a constant problem when, especially on the go self-tapes. So let's look at ways to solve that. The first problem is just recording audio on your phone is going to be subpar. Your phone's microphone is going to be listening to everything around it, which can be problematic. Your reader's voice will be very loud. It can be echoing in the room. There can be other sounds that it's also picking up and it's trying to prioritize as well as your voice, and that can be very distracting. You can end up with low quality audio. How do you fix that? You get a microphone, okay? You get an additional microphone that you can plug into your smartphone. I like to use this. This is a Rode mic, a fantastic company. I've had this microphone for probably about 2 years now. It's great. It's a directional microphone, so this sleeve helps prevent some, wind noise and things like that coming in from it, from the outside. But then the microphone points directly at the speaker, in this case, the person doing the audition, yourself. And then it's picking up only the sound coming from in front of it and far less of the sound coming from around it. And that can be very handy for you. Your microphone or your audio is going to sound so much better. It plugs in a jack right in the back, and then it plugs in right to your phone. So when you have a mount set up like this, like I do, where I have my phone here, I'm recording, I got my Moment lens on there, and then of course I've got my microphone set up just like this. All of this compacts right down, goes right in my go bag, bing, and I'm good to go. I've got all the gear I need. So Rode also makes what they call the Video Mic Me. Let's see if we can get that in there. There we go. Video Mic Me. This is a great device. I've been using it actually for a while. It's so much more compact than anything I've ever used in the past. So it's really cool. It's this very tiny little microphone. Again, same sort of setup, right? It's a shotgun mic. It's a directional mic. It's listening to what is directly in front of it and not picking up the sound around it. It uses a little 1/8" audio jack right here at the bottom. I'm going to see if I can separate this plastic piece too, because that's how it works. Okay, there we go. So it's got that right at the bottom. If your phone has one of these, great. You can plug it right in and you're good to go. If your phone needs an adapter, which many do at this point, you can just attach an adapter to it and you should be able to plug in. What is great about this is that this microphone has this little plastic piece on the back. So that's actually how it hooks up to your phone. This is how it's built, right? You can see on the picture on the box. It's built to wedge itself right in, pinches right into your phone, and therefore you're good to go. So when you've got it set up on your phone, it's just pointing right here, and that's how you're shooting your self-tape, okay? One cautionary tip here is to make sure that if your jack is somewhere near the camera, that this is not in your field of view of the camera. Sometimes you can have it creeping into the edge, and you'll see the microphone popping in. However, if you're using an additional lens, you've now separated that field of view from the phone itself. You've narrowed it also, and your microphone probably is not going to be in your field of view for the lens. Again, it all fits in a bag. Literally, this gear that I have fits in a bag even smaller than this. I could go half this size and be ready to go. So that's the whole point, guys. I wanted to cram everything into one video for you to show you what a go bag looks like, put all this gear together for you so that you can pack something like this, have it ready to go, so that when you go on vacation, when you go out of town, even just for a few days, you can pop this gear bag, this go bag, into your backpack and be ready to shoot your self-tape auditions anywhere you are on the planet. All right, thanks for being here. Find out more information, of course, at ActorCEO.com, and you can always listen to the ActorCEO podcast for a ton of insight from industry pros, helping you treat your career like a business. I'll see you around.
The Actor CEO Podcast with Mike Moreno.